Hey guys, Island Turtle here. Welcome to BOMISpirit. This is going to be the weekly intuitive astrology reading for January 6th to the 12th. I hope you guys are doing amazing. So much energy right now. Oh, so much energy. Lots of mental energy too. Um, if you're new, welcome. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. The way that this works, if you are new and you're not familiar, we're going to connect today. We're going to hang out today. I'm going to relay to you just the energies that I'm picking up on, and some channel messages as well. We're going to go over some astrology. I'm going to try not to get too bogged down in the details of the astrology. I just keep getting guided to not do that moving forward. So I'm going to try my best, okay? And then we're going to get into some channel messages and some cards. And this should all be timestamped as well if you're catching this later. And by the way, for the timestamps, people seem to be confused. So when the timestamps are set up, which it takes me like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes after I'm done with the live to actually do that and execute that on the YouTube side of things. But once that's done, you should be able to just like go onto the video screen and like it'll show you like where like the chapters, right, that are labeled with the timestamps. And so you should just be able to click that and then like go and click on whichever section you want to watch. If you're not into astrology, you can just like bypass all that and you want to like go into the readings and what have you. Okay, so just to be clear, like I said, there seems to be some confusion about that. Now there's some interesting stuff to talk about this week, as we know. Hold on. I like normally ahead of time I get my timestamps ready and I did not do that. The shift that we're having this week, especially today, has me not scattered. I don't think that's the right word. My attention is split and I can feel it. It's like I'll get grounded and I'll get present and then I'm like, I'm cool. And then like my brain goes, bloop, go over there. And I'm like, wait a minute. It's like we were doing shit. But I think that's honestly just the energy that we're in this week. And some people obviously may feel that more than others. But let me just do this real quick and then we'll get into it, okay? It's just one of those days. Um, mm, yeah. Current energies. Overview astrology. Yeah, I think we're just gonna talk about the astrology in the overview. That'll just make it easier. Let's see here. Okay. For some reason, getting on the live today, I feel a little out of breath. And I was not like that earlier. And I'm like, what is going on? 2025 calendar or no? I honestly, the last like few months of 2024, I was guided to focus on other things, so I did not do one for 2025, and it did not feel necessary. So no, there is no 2025 calendar. So just to answer that question real quick. All right, so let's get into the shifts. Let's get into talking about that. Okay, so today, January 6th, Mars is now officially retrograding back into Cancer. I'm sure you guys are feeling that. Today is also the quarter moon in Aries, and I think that's also part of this like just a lot of vitality and a lot of like fast moving energy. Mercury being in Sag is also part of that, and I'll get into the implications around Mercury because Mercury is doing a lot this week and it's going to be very different from what we're experiencing now to the end of the week, revolving around like the mental space, but we'll get into that. Okay, but yes, today Mars goes back into Cancer, quarter moon in Aries. Also January 8th, Mercury moves into Capricorn. That's going to be an interesting chunk of the week. And I'm trying to slow down the energy because I can feel it as it's moving through me. Slow down. I almost want to say that's the entire collective. Slow down. Slow down. Pace yourself. Okay? I've also had to pace and race into a cleaning manic. Yeah, it's very much like a push and pull between pacing and racing this week, or at least in this present moment. And it's just like, woosah, woosah. Moving further towards the end of the week, we do also have on January 11th, the North Node moves into Pisces. And we've been waiting for that. We've been anticipating that. We've been talking about that, not just here, but the whole community's been talking about that for quite a while. Now, this video is supposed to focus on January 6th to the 12th, but we know on the 13th we do have the full moon in Cancer. Okay. I will be live this week on Patreon to talk about that. I haven't set a date yet. I'll be doing that at some point in the week, but I'm trying to honor the energies and even what my team has like been guiding me to for about this week. And this is why the push pull I think is so intense, because there's this incredible like desire and urge to race. And we have been learning a lot about not doing that. Right? Saturn being in Pisces all this last year has been teaching us this, but also the new moon in Capricorn, right? Devoting differently. That is something the new moon in Capricorn has been highlighting for us, asking us to do, to experience Capricorn in a new way, especially with what we have learned with Saturn and Pisces, right? Which is presence. Presence, first and foremost. Presence, faith, trust, surrender, having faith while you're in the unknown, emotionally detaching and letting go of expectations, having more love and compassion and patience for yourself and for others, and all of that. Saturn and Pisces has been teaching us this, and hopefully we've learned our lessons, because this week, getting into North Node Pisces, it's going to be an embodiment of learning those lessons under Saturn Pisces, right? So I just wanted to like reemphasize that and bring that up. Now, I want to continue speaking on this devoting differently. So for those who are new, you don't know what I'm speaking on. The new moon Capricorn was highlighting opportunities for us to work different, right? Sarah Sue, thank you for the $2. Going on 9+ years, my bestest navigation coach. Well, thank you again so much for the super chat. So let's come back. Can you tell I'm slowing down the collective energy as I'm talking right now? So much going through the heart too, man. All right, so again, pacing, not racing. Actually, that might be the title of this video. Pace, do not race. Okay. The new moon Capricorn was showing us, gifting us, girl, I'm breathing a lot, right? These windows of opportunity to see how we can work different, what success and achievement can look like and be without the push, without the aggressive, old masculine patriarchal way of working and achieving and setting up and maintaining foundations and legacy and investments and all the practicality and planning and all of those themes, right? This is what we have learned from Pluto Capricorn, right? The dismantling of all of the corrupt bullshit of the infrastructure and government and money and economy. And again, how we have been taught, pressured, programmed to function and work in this very rigid, outdated, masculine way, right? In this newer timeline, in this new chapter, in this new phase that we are in, it is about embodiment of obviously all polarities, right? It's like it is that unity consciousness, but to re-embrace that more feminine approach, to be more present, right? To be more in our hearts, to be more connected and aligned to our soul and our intuition, and to bring that into how we work. And this is also why it's I'm referencing it as devotion, because they were also trying to like show me how to transmute the programming of work, because what work is just a form of devotion, right? But if we can actually look at it as a devotion and not work, right, we can also help shift our mindsets around that, right? Because devotion is just a consistent investment of energy and intention for whatever reason, for whatever we want. That's all it is. So this is why we are working in this energy of devoting differently, okay? That needed to be said before we get into talking about all of these shifts that we're experiencing this week, all right? So coming up to the present moment, now that Mars is moving back into Cancer, we have been in this retrograde phase for a bit. The pre-shadow started in September. Okay, so I feel like I got a lot of new people watching me or something. Feel the need to explain a lot today. Now, the pre-shadow started. Oh, I just want to make sure I did a timestamp. Sorry. The pre-shadow for Mars retrograde started in September. Okay, the actual retrograde phase started in October, if memory serves correctly. Or was it no, was it November? No, I feel like it was October. Shit, now I don't remember. October and November, but we're still in it. But when Mars went retrograde, we experienced it in Leo first. That was all about passion, balancing your desires with your actions, right? The fiery part of how we take what we want, what we feel, and bring something into the physical reality, or how we work with it in the physical reality. Now that it's back into Cancer, it's actually encouraging us, pulling us deeper into our hearts. Now, here's where it gets interesting because it's very needed right now, right? Because this whole devoting differently is requiring us to be more present and to be in our hearts more. Venus in Pisces has been helping us with this. Venus in Pisces has been a key, if you will, to embracing that a little bit more. Now that we're back into Mars Cancer, Mars Cancer rules matters of the heart and how we take action from the heart, from our emotions, how emotions drive our actions, how our priority of emotional stability drives us. Nicola, thank you for the $10. Thank you for all you give to this community. We're very grateful for you. Thank you. I'm so grateful for everybody. Like, the support is overwhelming and I'm so grateful, but let's come back. All right. So Mars Cancer, how we are driven by our emotions and our need for emotional stability. And again, it's going to take us deeper into our hearts. Part of that is also home and family, feminine energy. This will also highlight, obviously, matriarchal energy as well. If you've been having dreams about any of these themes, it shouldn't be a shock. It shouldn't be a surprise. Now, what's a little different from the September-October experience of Mars being in Cancer is that now it's actually retrograde. So now the experience that we were having in September and October in relation to Mars Cancer is intensified and internalized. And there is definitely a digging deeper in within the heart. Now, this doesn't have to be bad. This doesn't have to be hard. This doesn't have to be arduous, okay? I know people can get, a little scared about some of these energies, but it doesn't have to be that way, okay? My notes are also very scattered as well. So you may see me like pause and kind of go back and forth a little bit to just make sure I cover everything. Yes. So devoting differently, getting more present, prioritizing matters of the soul and the heart. Mars moving into Cancer is absolutely going to highlight this for us. Now, as far as the energy of the week goes, here's where it gets a little crunchy. I'll come back to North Node Pisces, okay? Let me just mention it really quickly. North Node Pisces is really just the window to, again, embody and embrace the lessons that we have been experiencing under Saturn Pisces, right? Do you know how to be present? Do you know how to be fluid? Do you know how to be adaptable? Do you know how to let go? Do you know how to have faith? Do you know how to surrender? Do you know how to trust? Very, very, very feminine emphasis going on there. With Mars being in Cancer combined with North Node and Pisces, we will all have an intensified experience of empathy, compassion, emotions, feelings, love, desire for connection, desire for family, for tribe, all that intimacy that comes with that, including creativity as well. So just know that that's part of this energy. But I want to get into more of the other aspects that are going on this week and some of the crunchiness. So here we go. We've been learning to devote differently. Now we're in the heart. Now we're getting deeper in the heart. These first few days of the week, Chiron and Lilith are creating squares with the Sun in Capricorn while they're still in opposition. Thank you for, wait, is that 100? Wait a minute. Like, oh, and I don't know what currency that is. I was like, did you just send me $100? Oh my God. Thank you, NK. Thank you so much. Sorry, had to, recognize. Coming back. So what's crunchy about these first few days, that square of the Sun with Chiron and Lilith will be highlighting our old ways of coping and masking that have actually been getting shed and that we've been burning away. A lot of us were confronted with this in the last month or so of 2024. And the burning away of the residual karmic energies around that. Some of us have been experiencing that. Not everyone has, but some of us have. Now, these squares are going to highlight that big time in a way where it could catch you off guard that suddenly you're like, wait a minute, I'm in my old routines. I'm in my old patterns. I'm in my old vices. I thought I dealt with this, right? Again, this doesn't have to be bad. Going into a space where you can take accountability for that and just observe that and be like, okay, why is this happening? Why am I really doing this? Right? That will benefit you. It doesn't have to be an insane deep dive shadow work experience. Some of you may do that. Some of you may benefit from that, but that doesn't have to be the go-to. I feel like for some people, like that energy like might tempt you back even into old ways of dealing with your shit, right? In ways that are not necessary. Almost like picking at a scab that you have allowed to heal over many times and you just keep picking at it. So some people it might be an over picking, if you will, of old things that you just need to observe is happening and just kind of let it go. But obviously for some people where maybe there's some people who haven't done that work and haven't done that inner work or that shadow work, and this can be a time to do that deeper shadow work, okay? You should be able to discern where you're at as far as that is concerned. That's not for me to tell you, that's for you to discern in your own way. But definitely they were highlighting coping mechanisms and masking, coming out of insecurities, and the way that it might manifest, just another way to observe it, is specifically in the realm of Capricorn, right? So how you go about working, right? Or devoting, how you go about working, how you go about achievement, success, image, reputation, legacy, worrying about the future. Oh, thank you, Laura, for the $10. Thank you, thank you. All of that stuff, right? And I'm hearing like slippery slope. Like something about this feels like a really easy slip back into old shit. Like I keep getting like catching you off guard. You don't even like realize it's happening. So something to be aware of. Also why it could be beneficial to make sure you're really prioritizing time to get in the heart and time to really observe yourself from that higher perspective. Okay? Because the other thing that's happening is we still have some energy around Mars opposing Pluto, both of them squaring Vesta and Haumea. By the end of the week, that will dissipate. That like won't be present, but it's definitely here in the beginning of the week, and that is also digging up and showing us any sort of resistances, challenges, blocks, insecurities, anger, all these things that are in relation to how we have felt like we haven't been able to fully embody our purpose or fully embody feminine energy or creativity. Sacred rage is part of that. Sacred feminine rage is part of that. Dealing with masculine, feminine dynamics and polarities and power dynamics especially are part of that. Some of you have been experiencing that, some of you not so much. I'm just mentioning it because I know it's affecting some of you, okay? The other thing that's going on this week, I want to talk about Mercury. Hold on, let me make sure I actually covered everything I wanted to in relation to all of that. Yeah, just to close out what I've already spoken on, just utilize these windows to capitalize on focusing on how you do want to devote or work differently and to prioritize really getting in the heart and really staying in the heart. Because the other beautiful thing about all of this, they said you're getting ahead, is North Node energy. I'm going to come back to that and why that's important around Neptune and Mars and Pluto. Okay, and how beautiful it actually is, and that energy, the North Node Pisces, North Node Pisces, Pluto, Neptune, Mars, that I will talk about later, is really carrying us this week and into next week. So I will talk about that when I need to, but Mercury is important right now too. So like I said, Mercury's in Sag and is moving into Capricorn this week. The beginning of the week, it's squaring off Neptune and the North Node. By the end of the week, it's actually going to be in a really beautiful sextile with Venus in Pisces and Vesta and Haumea in Scorpio, which is going to be really nice. So it's going to be a very different vibe from today to Sunday. So also keep that in mind. But this is also why getting in the heart is so important right now, because with the squares of Mercury, with Neptune and the North Node, what makes sense right now, logically, or communications or plans that you're making from a purely logical space, if you're not accounting for the heart, if you're not taking that time to get deep in here and operate from your soul, operate from your compass, and you're going at something with hardcore logic, it may make sense, but it can be very misleading right now. And I do think there's going to be some clarity about that as we get deeper into the week, especially as we get closer to the North Node switching into Pisces. Okay? Um, like how the soul, how the heart was not accounted for. The other thing too, with this intensified intuition that's going on, that also can bring about clarity and insights that you are not accounting for right now if you're coming from a purely logical space. So something to be mindful of, okay? Where while we have been doing new things, devoting differently, and some of you have been really doing this with more practical stuff versus like fun or creativity or soul matters or whatever, right? If you've been doing changes in the practical with finances or your household or things of that nature, investments comes to mind. These first few days of the week, I would say, is a time to not make any drastic changes or drastic decisions. Wait for the Mercury energy to mellow out. Wait for the emotional heart, soul energy to do what it needs to do, to show you what it needs to show you. I'm not saying don't plan. I'm not saying stop what you're doing. I'm saying take your time. Pace, not race, right? Take your time. If you need to research, do your research. If you want to get some things in order before you execute things, that's a good thing to do. Pace, not race, okay? What is also supporting this is Saturn in Pisces, sextile Pallas Athena in Capricorn. That's occurring all week. And we also have experienced that under the new moon Capricorn. That is helping us to implement changes and new ways of devoting and all of this in ways that are at a pace, and with presence, and also on the back of what we have learned with Saturn and Pisces, all the things that I've already mentioned. So there is a lot of support here with the continued new foundations, working differently, devoting differently, having more ease in our lives of how we are operating. But we also need to be accountable and keep ourselves accountable to not slip back into the old ways too easily, to recognize if we are in our old coping mechanisms or our old ways of masking or dealing with insecurity with image and reputation and how we work and blah 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 and all that stuff. We need to be accountable to ourselves to make sure that we are not slipping back into all that old stuff and not maintaining our focus on this new. Okay, is there anything else I want to mention in relation to that? No. So let's get into the North Node. Okay. Now, yeah, okay. I want to make sure I'm looking at the right stuff. So, Mars, now being in Cancer, is trine Neptune in Pisces and the North Node. Okay. While Pluto is still sextile the North Node and still squaring off Vesta and Haumea. The Pluto with the square Vesta Haumea, that again, I already talked about it. I'm just going to mention it here again. It's just a little bit of a digging deeper into your own personal resistances, challenges, blocks with your own sense of purpose, your own ability to create. And for a lot of people, that's been bringing up a lot of like sacred rage around feminine energy or feeling violated. Okay, or feeling violated. Just wanted to be mentioned again. But the North Node support by Pluto and Mars, especially on all this water and around Neptune, is very cool because it's opening a lot of doors for life-changing events. Okay, I'm gonna say it again, life-changing okay, events, opportunities. Some of us, this is going to be experienced in karmic ways. Karmic is not always bad. Like, because karma goes both ways. Some people owe us karma, we owe other people karma, right? So it's like, it's not always a bad thing. It just is. It's just a balancing of energies, all right? But these life-changing events and opportunities, how do I want to say this? I want to make sure I say this properly, are going to come with the intensified emotions and intuition and desire for love and desire for connection, even embodying love and presence. And all of this is supporting our ability to really understand our own hearts, to really feel deeper into our own heart spaces, what our true feelings are, and how we can actually operate from our hearts in ways that are healthy, that are evolved, that are elevated, and also connecting with people from heart to heart as well and soul to soul. Now, that's something we could all benefit from. That's going to feel good. That's going to feel juicy by the end of it. Okay? By the end of it, it's going to feel juicy. By the end of the week, it's going to feel really good. But yes, it may come with some tears. It may come with some anger. It may come with some taking some space to bubble and take accountability for yourself if you need to do that. Not everybody will need to do that. It may come with a little bit of miscommunication in relationships. It may come with a little bit of insecurity, right? But it doesn't have to be bad. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be arduous. It could be a beautiful, just deepening of your own connection to your own heart space. Okay? Now, I will say, because there's so much emphasis of the feminine going on here, that, again, don't be surprised if you have unresolved stuff around the feminine or maternal, matriarchal energies. That's going to come up, baby. It just is. So ride that wave as you need to for your own personal stuff, okay? Yeah, that's everything that wants to be said. Oh, okay, really quickly, one little random thing. Uranus is opposing Juno, okay? And it's actually going to get pretty strong by the end of the week. I'm not that worried about it. When I tuned into it, I wrote down questioning of values and loyalties. I think that will come up in terms of like what you're devoting to and the ways you are devoting. And for some, that will be relationships. Some will be contracts for sure, and commitments. But again, I don't feel anything super intense off of it. It is there, but I don't feel anything super intense off of it. Okay. Let's see. Proud of us. I know that's right. Hey, Atlas. Proud of each one of you. Yes. Yes. So that being said, that is all of the astrology for the week and the energies of the week. If you keep your eyes on anything, I would keep my eyes on Cancer. I would keep my eyes on the house of Cancer, Capricorn, and they are, the opposing houses. So, there's just a lot going on in both of those. Pisces is all support, all support, all support. Yeah. Yeah. Keep your eyes on Cancer, Capricorn, Pisces. Yeah. 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 Okay. Okay. All right. That being said, oh, just taking a minute. Like, I want to really, really pace out this energy, man. Just getting the space ready for cards. A little sip of coffee. Do we want incense? We do. We want a little incense. I'm going to light a little rose. Rose feels very good. Very, very good. Some of you may be surprised. Okay, they're just giving me a couple things. Wait. Should I be writing as a timestamp? Yes, I'm going to say yes to that. And collective. Okay. Don't be surprised if you get a lot of tension around the chest. The heart. It's just something they wanted to mention. Yeah, don't be surprised if you get a lot of tension there. If you do, breath work is going to be amazing. Stretching, rolling out is going to be amazing. It's energy that's trying to move through the heart space. And even as I was getting ready for the live and in the beginning with you guys, I could feel just so much energy and like fast paced, that racing. But I also was feeling energy moving literally through my center of my heart. And I was like, okay. So just don't be surprised if that's happening for you. And also don't be surprised as to what emotions, well, not gonna say that. There may be some emotions that come out of you this week for some people where you're gonna be like, whoa, that was in there? Whoa. Again, some people may really benefit from bubbling. I'm assuming my water signs especially. Okay. Yeah, let's get into cards. Let's get into some cards. I just don't want to lose my timestamp paper. Okay. Big Bertha really wants to come out, so we're going to be working with Big Bertha today. For those who don't know, Big Bertha is a combination deck of the Angels and Ancestors and Starseed Oracle. What does bubbling mean? Taking time for yourself. taking time for yourself and your own energy in your own space. Okay. But yeah, let's get into Big Bertha for the collective. Again, I haven't decided if I'm doing elements or signs today. We'll see how we feel when we finish the collective read. I live in the bubble. Sometimes it's nice to live in the bubble. But we gotta leave the bubble too. We gotta like venture out of the bubble too sometimes. Alright, any messages or insights for the collective at this time? I feel big light bulbs this week. Like revelations. I do. Yeah, revelations. And I feel like it's all going to be through psychic intuitive means, like literally dreams or like a big epiphany just hits you. Yeah. They're showing me a card in this deck. I don't know if it'll come out. I mean, she a big girl, you know? A lot of cards in this deck, but they're showing me the Oracle card. I'm trying to remember what it says on there, but it has a woman like holding a bowl of, I think it's a bowl of water, and she's just communing with spirit for information. And I think it literally says wait for important information. Again, we'll see if it comes out. One more shuffle. Okay. Oh, already I'm feeling tension in the back, guys. Tension in the upper back. Hold on. I don't know what kind of energy is about to move through for the readings today, but I'm just going to preemptively say activation warning, okay? The rabbit may be an animal that's been coming up for you guys. They're just emphasizing the rabbit. The rabbit can be luck and fertility, abundance. But it can also, on the shadow end of it, can be like hypervigilance. Again, I keep getting this like theme that I mentioned before about like coping mechanisms and masking and in relation to achievement, success, progression, working. They're highlighting achievement here. Some of you may, in the name of abundance, this is interesting. In the name of abundance and prosperity, almost like getting into an anxious, hypervigilant state. There's a reason you're getting so focused on that. Again, this feels like an old thing coming up to the surface in the collective, but I feel so much anxiety around that. So much anxiety, so much anxiety. And I do feel like there's worry and concern and insecurity that's like driving this like prosperity, abundance, prosperity, abundance, prosperity, abundance, and like, and it feels like a pushing, a striving, trying to grasp, but there's fear and there's insecurity and there's hypervigilance around that. That just needed to be said for whoever needs to hear that. For those who are new, I channel for a lot of people, and so keep in mind the messages that come through, not all of them will be for you. Please just take what resonates, okay? Any messages or insights? Oh, I'm glad this card came out. So much energy. Guardian angel, you are not alone. I love that this is here. This is always a nice reminder, okay? If you start to get really anxious, or that like rabbit energy, for example, or you get deeper into your heart and there's a lot of emotions that come up, again, they don't have to be bad emotions. You could feel a lot of elation. It doesn't have to be bad. But for some people, it will absolutely be a heart clearing or opening, and some people will just be an expansion. Some of us are just going to experience a lot more love and a lot more joy. And some people, for the first time, are going to be doing some serious heart work. Everyone's in a different spot in the collective, okay? But either way, this is a good reminder. Some of you will be reminded of magic. It's interesting. Just that there is magic everywhere to be found. There are blessings to be found everywhere. It just feels like a reminder. It's just a very beautiful reminder. Okay. Am I taking this? No. Wow, cards are flying today. Oh, wow. High Priestess. This is an embodiment of the divine feminine. Like I said, a lot of feminine energies this week. Harness mystic power. This is the avenue of magic that is receptive. Okay? It is through the feminine. It is through presence, pacing, receiving, surrender, trusting, all of that. Especially with Guardian Angel here, it's like it is a reminder of the magic and power of what it is to work with and through the feminine, and to have faith and to trust. Again, I keep getting big epiphanies. Some of you may actually, I'm hearing the word proof. Oh, yeah, proof. Roses are coming up again. Some of you may come across some sort of proof this week that you're not alone, or again, or proof of magic. I'm tempted to even say proof of your power and proof of your manifestations, your creation. They're saying say creations, proof of your creations and your creative talent, your creative ability. Remember, these are also themes that are going on this week in relation to Vesta and Haumea, right? What has been blocking us or restricting us or violating our ability to create and our ability to understand and execute our sense of purpose. Sense of purpose is really just our own passion put into action. I didn't even mean to say that. That just flew out of my mouth. It's one of those days. It's one of those days. I'm loving this vibe, though. I am loving this vibe. I'm loving this energy. It feels reaffirming. Almost like a reaffirming of the heart. Can I get a third card, please? Am I taking this one too? Yes. Damn, that card has come up a bit from the collective for the last month. So now we have Shaolin Master. So the vibes right now. Be graceful in movement and action. This, like, you see him, right? It's like he's holding a ball of energy, but then he has like this gentility about him with the praying mantis. This is exactly what I'm saying. It's like there is a lot of energy in the air right now. It's a lot of energy that can be used to race, but we gotta pace. We gotta pace this energy, right? You can work with a lot of high intensity, like fire, energy, physical vitality, like, oh, I feel alive today. I'm gonna build Rome today. You can try to do that, or you can harness all that energy and make it last. Be intentional with it, sustainable with it. There's a timing to this too. It's like some of you may be learning the mastery of time, of how to pace and time your actions, again, in relation with your intention and your own energy. So something else that came out is activated earth, power, places, ley lines, trust where you're led. Again, there's a timing with this. This is a geographical card, okay? About being in the right place at the right time, which we can only really discern by feeling into that, by intuiting into that, by being very, very much aligned to our own heart spaces and our own compasses. This is not a go to 0 to 180 week. This is not about utilizing the energy this way. And they're really emphasizing to me, like, okay, hold on, let me say this. I want to use the right words here. This is why relying on your own compass is so important, because some of you may be getting messages or even watching readings that are telling you different, that are telling you to, like, put the pedal to the metal, right? And they're emphasizing no, because it's like everything in nature has a timing. Everything in nature has a cycle. Sustainability is how life is sustained, how energy is sustained. We can't be at max all the time. And this is part of the illusion. This is part of the programming of that old way of working versus devoting different, right? It's not sustainable to life in general. Anything that has a sense of life to it, it is not sustainable to work that way. But the geography, again, I just keep getting right place, right time, right place, right time, right place, right time. And only if like you're really balancing with yourself and these energies can you really see that, discern that. And then we have an I'm sorry. This is such a karmic card coming out here. Defenselessness, righting past wrongs, and uprooting. So it's like I am feeling like that, you know, digging into the heart. And for some people, a clearing is definitely maybe taking place, and to other people, it's going to be an expansion of the heart. So also keep that in mind too, like to not be too hard on yourselves about wherever you're at in your journey. Like if you're at that place where you are opening your heart and clearing it out for the first time, that's a big milestone and you should be applauded for that. Don't be hard on yourself just because other people may have already done that and other people may already be in this place of expansion. Okay? Everyone in their own timing. Also why your own compass is so important. But this is a karmic card. Okay? This is acknowledgement and recognition and making peace with harm that's been done. Okay? I'm like I was gonna try to get more specific, and they're like it's all encompassing under that umbrella, right? So for some of you, this is like acknowledging your past wrongdoings that were your fault, right? Or ones that you have suffered at the hands of other people. Some of you you might not even be able to put your finger on these emotions because it's actually more past life, ancestral, more cosmic shit than it does not really tie to anything in your current reality, right? But it is a card of forgiveness and letting go, which is also part of this energy as we get deeper into the heart and we embrace more of this watery Piscean presence. Okay. Interesting. Even as I'm putting the cards on the table, it's like they all want to be away from each other. Like this wants to be on its own. This wants to be on its own. And this wants to be on its own. These are all energies we're balancing and working with this week. And you may feel some of these more than others. Some of you may be feeling this a lot. Some of you may feel this. Some of you may not feel that at all. I feel like everyone's going to be feeling that. I feel like everyone's going to be feeling the benefit of pacing and not racing this week. Interesting. I want to get one more card, actually. Can I get one more card for the collective here? Can I get one more card for the collective? Thank you. Should have called it mountains. Stand your ground. I feel like that message is deceiving. And I wanted to place it with her. With the feminine. With the feminine energy here. Ooh, I'm really feeling Haumea there. So how do I want to say this? I want to word this very carefully because it's like I'm definitely feeling that protective energy of wanting to protect your right, your ability to be in the feminine, to create, to be in that place where you can be present and you can pace yourself and you're not pressured, right? You're not pressured by these karmic energies. You're not pressured by the old way of working and doing and striving and and all that stuff. I'm feeling that with the mountains here. Some of you may, I don't even feel like you need to. If you're dealing with a lot of other people this week, or like you work with people in your work environment, you may feel that pressure. That pressure may be applied to you, but it doesn't mean you have to let it affect how you're operating. Okay? You don't have to allow it to violate how you're operating in this space. But I am getting the word protect. Some of you may feel very protective of yourself this week. I'm hearing righteous. Righteous. Why is that coming through? Some of that word I don't like. Why is righteous coming through? Yeah, just be mindful. I'm almost getting a little shadow there, and it's interesting too because even with the mountain, right? It's like we see a mountain, but even underneath mountains, just like underneath glaciers, it's like there's so much more going on under the surface. Even just like trees, there's so much more going on under the surface. Just be mindful not to get too shadowy about that. I am getting like literally, I want to say self-righteous energy, which is actually more Mars Leo, but we just moved into Cancer. So there may be some, oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Returning. There may be some returning situations that are coming about this week that are kind of more touching on Mars Leo, what we've already experienced, what we've already witnessed in terms of self-righteous energy. So just be mindful of that. It's not gonna be for everybody, but I felt that some people will experience that. Some of you, this is tied to the proof. Some of you, this is tied to the proof that's coming through, the proof of magic, the proof of your creative abilities, the proof of your manifestation abilities. It feels like a confrontation. I'm getting 7 of Wands. Again, Mars Leo. That is actually Mars in Leo placement. I am getting a confrontation of sorts here. But you can handle it differently than you would have in the past, okay? This is also what retrogrades are for us to learn and to grow, to actually navigate things differently, regardless of whatever planet is retrograding, but especially around Mars. Yeah. Whatever you may be confronted with in all the ways I've just described, you can handle it differently and you can handle it with more grace. It almost feels like it's strengthening the feminine to do so. Again, within all of us, feminine within all of us. Hold on. As a return of energies pulling you back to Mars Leo. No, I mean like returning of energies from that period of time, from when Mars was in Leo. Actually, do I have it in my planner? Hold on. I don't know if I have that written down in this one. I might. Let's see. Let's see. September, Mars is in Cancer. Pretty sure Mars went into Leo in October, didn't it? I'm literally not seeing it written down here for some reason. Did it happen in September? I didn't think it did. Did I not write it down? Wow, I didn't write it down in here. From the time period of when Mars was in Leo. Which again, just ended, right? I want to say Mars went into Leo in October. That feels right to me. That feels resonant to me, that when Mars was in Leo. So from October to literally yesterday, certain situations or relationships, I keep getting confrontation, maybe coming back up here. And for some people that can even translate to, you know, confrontation of the self, right? With some of these old coping mechanisms and old masking ways that I already described before, okay? I've been seeing lots of 8s the last few days. As always, all the thanks for what you do. Thank you. Thank you, Yellow. Thank you. But I want to move on. I feel like that's plenty for the collective energy. Hold on. Interesting. Remember what I was saying? This feels like it's actually allowing the feminine to strengthen, like individually within all of us, which translates to collective energy. But it does. It feels like an empowerment with the feminine of what's happening this week. There's something else here. Hold on. I feel like a lot of us are going to get some sort of acknowledgement or recognition. I'm hearing restitution, reparations to the feminine, but it's unique to the individual. Whatever specific situations or patterns you have experienced where, again, your ability or your access to create or to be present, to be in the feminine, to be in your own energy, to be in your own flow, have been restricted or violated or abused or neglected, right? So if you have certain relationships that have enabled that, exacerbated that, there may be some sort of recognition at this time of that, whether you're giving it to yourself or someone else is giving it to you. Gender does not apply here. Just wanted to, as a reminder. So again, when I say feminine, it's really just your own right to be present with your own energy and your own unique flow and way of operating and the way you create in your own world. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I want to move on. Let's move on. Am I doing elements or signs today? Andrea, thank you for the $5. Thank you. Let me feel into that. Oh, that was very quick. Elements. Spirit has spoken. Elements. Okay, we're doing elements today. Put that down. Just get all the cards ready. Since we're doing elements, ooh. Wait, where's, oh, forgot I had decks right here. Excuse me. I'm gonna be doing those. Now I feel crowded. Okay. Put you there. You. And then maybe you. As a maybe. Okay. I always get synchronicities when she talks. So. Like I said, lots of energy today. All right. Who's going first elementally speaking? Really? Earth? Earth is going first. Okay. Earthykins. Please don't let me forget to do timestamps. I'm putting the timestamp paper down because I don't have space on the table. I just feel like I might forget. So don't let me forget. Don't let me forget. I know it's helpful for everybody. All right. So we're going to start with the Spirit Animal Oracle for my earth signs this week. Okay. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Any messages for my earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Interesting. They're highlighting the Ace of Cups, earth signs. Okay. Why is Ace of Cups coming up? Well, Ace of Cups might be coming out a lot. Ace of Cups for me as a reader represents the heart, the soul. Is it also about new emotional experiences, new opportunities that you care about, that you want to emotionally invest in? Absolutely. It can also represent love, spirit, all that. But it represents the heart and the soul to me as a reader. So that's just what they're emphasizing. Not shocking for all the stuff we're talking about. Any messages or insights from my earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They're highlighting koi fish. Koi fish. Then maybe a synchronicity for you. Koi fish to me is abundance and prosperity. Again, not surprising that's coming up as we are transmuting, working through these old disordered ways of going about abundance and prosperity, right? Whoa, that was fast. Starfish, open to infinite possibilities. 59 breaking down to a 5. I like it. I like this for my earth signs. Let me feel into this. I feel a lot of excitement. Earth signs, you may have a lot of doors that are available to you. And when I say doors, I mean pathways, opportunities, options. I'm getting 7 of Cups energy as well with this. I'm hearing the world is your oyster, Earth signs. The world is your oyster. And choose wisely. Choose wisely. Especially because you're Earth signs and Cappy, you are included in this, right? Because again, we are going about prosperity and abundance differently because we're devoting, we are not working, right? Yeah, just choose wisely. Choose wisely. It feels good though. It feels good. does feel good. Can I get one more for my earth signs? Cards are jumping today. Dove spirit, be peace. 21 breaking down to a 3. Some of you, these opportunities, options, possibilities are coming by way of divine messenger. Birds are divine messengers. So this can be intuition, this can be visions, this can be dreams. It could actually be straight up communication, or someone or many someone's making this offer to you. Some of you, this is also going to be part of that reparations that I was feeling to the feminine for everybody individually. Almost like a gift of mending, a gift of karmic justice by way of opportunities being gifted to you. Okay, you know who you are, you know how that translates for you. 21 may be a really significant number for you. It's just jumping at me. But yeah, this feels like a gift. These feel like gifts. Gifted insights, offerings of opportunities and pathways. Options. These are gifts. It's really being emphasized here. On the bottom, we have brown bear, take time out. So yeah, like I said, choose wisely, because it's whatever you want. It's whatever you want. So just choose wisely. Let's get the energy oracle cards out here. Don't know if I mentioned all the decks that I use are linked below. I don't know why they're highlighting bioluminescence. I don't know why they're highlighting that. I don't know. Maybe you saw that recently. I don't know. It was interesting. Okay, random. Bioluminescence. Maybe some guys are biologists or oceanographers. I don't know. Any other messages or insights for my earth signs for this week? Any other messages or insights for my earth signs this week? Archangel Michael with the root chakra coming out here. 35, breaking down to an 8. Stability, security. Marrying the word reassurance. 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 Again, that feels like reaffirming of what I was feeling with reaffirming magic, reaffirming the feminine. Archangel Michael, especially with the root chakra, really emphasizes foundation, right? Our sense of solid foundation from which we live in our bodies, walk on our paths, our sense of knowing. It is what holds us up in this world, our foundation, the root chakra. So you guys could have been doing root work, of course. This feels like part of the gifts that are coming in. And when I say gifts, it does feel like little bits of reward that are offering some sort of karmic justice or balance for you in some way, shape, or form. And again, potential proof of magic or your magic or manifestations or your ability to create. But it's like, it's almost like it can only happen because there is such a strong sense of foundation within yourself. Like this is essential to even receiving this, which makes sense, right? Because if we are very solid within ourselves, if we are solid in our masculine energy, our feminine has a lot of space to receive, right? Right. Again, you could work with Archangel Michael as well. Some of you could have recently established a sense of security within yourself that is new for you. And it's changing a lot of things for you. It's allowing, surrendering, receiving, for a lot to come in for you, to take place for you to operate in your feminine. Anything else for my earth signs? Oh my. Oh shit, earth signs. Is this a love reading? Man Holding a Heart just came out, and Caring Connections just came out. Earth signs. I feel very strongly that you actually resonate more with having a recent solidification of your own root chakra, your foundation, your sense of stability and security within yourself. Man holding a heart can also be equated to like King of Cups, King of Wands kind of vibes. But again, it's kind of hitting on what I already was feeling with you. Like you have become very solid within yourself. A lot of self love is also coinciding with this. Okay. A lot of root work coinciding with this. Some of you, there's ancestral shit you've been working through. Okay. Because I feel like you're receiving right now. And the feminine receives from something or someone that is giving, right? Masculine energy gives external, right? Feminine receives internal. I feel like you have solidified this, so now you can receive. And of course, if this is involving someone you know, like, you know, a caring connection, can be reversed or vice versa. Okay. Can I get a third card? The fives are jumping out to me, man. The 35, 45, the 59 breaking down to a 5. Fives could be big. You could be seeing 555, not necessarily, but it's here. Okay. Can I get a third card for my earth signs? Caring connections. Oh, 14 breaking down to a 5. Earth signs. Wow. Look at what just came out. Woman holding a coin, an angel of love. Look. Feminine energy. Receiving. And also, being a woman holding a coin also is alluding to some sense of security and stability within yourself or in your life. Okay? But again, I think you recently secured this for yourself. Angel of love is really emphasizing, well, love. Okay? That the energy of love is around you. Again, I feel like you've recently moved into a lot more self-love for yourself, which has helped with this. Now, because we clearly also have a giving force and a receiving force here, yes, you could be giving or you could be receiving. And it's also very clear that connections are at play for you. And offers coinciding with that as well. Okay, let's pull some tarot. Oh, it was a fun reading today. The black cat on the card, right? Very nice. You bought a Valentine's card today? Aw. I want to look into the root chakra. We're going to look into that first for my earth signs. Got 2. Wow. Okay. We have Page of Wands and Death. Page of Wands is a card of excitement, adventure, enthusiasm for the new horizons. It also can be a card of news, bad or good. And then we have Death here. I feel like this is highlighting the root work, okay? The shift has been in relation to your own Page of Wands energy. And I want to say it's been what's been shifting and changing and transmuting for you. And I feel like it's been you doing your own work here, has been all around how free you feel in your life to try new things, how free you feel in your life to create and be passionate. And just kind of explore new horizons. And there's a freedom there is what I keep feeling that you haven't had or you haven't experienced, which to feel free, we need to feel safe to feel free, right? Yeah, this has been part of your root work. This has been part of your root work. Some of you, this has been working with your own inner child. And creative expressions coming in too. Yeah, earth signs. I keep getting just all around your ability or lack thereof to feel free in your own passion and creative expression. And to try new things, specifically to try new things. Some of you purely to have fun. Your ability to have fun. Can I get one more card for the root chakra, please? Yeah, this feels old. This feels old to me. Some of you guys could still be in it, but it feels old. I feel like this was your Mars Leo period. Okay. Wow. And look what it gifted you. Empress. This is what I'm saying. Because you were doing this root work, you have created the proper stability, your own proper foundation to really sit comfortably in your own feminine energy. Your ability to receive, to be abundant, to manifest, to create, to experience prosperity. Prosperity is not always material either. It could literally be like a plethora of joy, a plethora of health, but it gifted you the Empress status, is what it gifted you. The Empress state of being. Okay? Some of you, this absolutely was touching on mother-child dynamics. It's just kind of explicit with the tarot cards that are out here. Okay? Some of you could have been dealing with working through any issues, patterns, insecurities, etc. around harmful feminine energies, is what I want to say. Harmful, overcritical, overburdening feminine energies. Sirens coming up, which is kind of interesting. Siren-like energies. Siren's not always bad. It's just however you use it, right? Yes, mother wound, right? I know. Everyone's gotten hit with the mama wound stuff the last couple of years. It's been pretty inescapable for everybody, I think. All right, let's look at man holding a heart. Yeah, strong King of Cups energy here. I got man holding a heart for my earth signs. Okay. 8 of Wands. We like that. This is Mercury Sag, which is exactly where Mercury is right now. When Mercury was retrograde, this could have also been a part of your process as well. Some of you, when Mercury was retrograde, you could have also been dealing with somebody that you don't normally deal with, or you spent more time with someone you don't normally, or you met someone. That's just kind of the vibes I'm getting from Mercury retrograde. And that was during most of December, is what I want to say. Okay. Yeah, I feel like it's actually emphasizing just that period of time more than anything. So I'm feeling December vibes coming in here, okay? So during December, because it's just how it's coming through, I feel like this is when, again, you were dealing with a specific individual you don't normally, or more time, etc., the ways I already described, but it was also helping you with this process and experiencing this Empress energy within yourself. I feel like it was also busy. I'm getting busy with the 8 of Wands. I'm also getting expansion with the 8 of Wands. But the expansion, I want to say, probably has actually been with your root and your sacral. Again, that your ability to create. Tell me more about man holding a heart for earth signs. And there's that 7 of Wands, Mars Leo. So we literally have 2 cards highlighting recent periods of time. Both of these represent December as far as recent timelines are concerned. The 8 and the 7 of Wands indicate Ace of Wands, right? Which is something you were working with in your root work, okay? And creative expression, what's fun for you, all of that. I feel like this is literally highlighting Mars retrograding in Leo. I feel like it's literally highlighting what you were dealing with in December, maybe in a little bit of November, okay? Yeah, getting solid enough to experience creative expression and fun and freedom, okay? But let's come back. So again, we're clarifying man holding a heart with 8 of Wands and 7 of Wands here. While I feel the timeline and I'm feeling there has been some expansion for you, again, especially with like your own creative expression, that 7 of Wands, man, I don't know if I'm loving that 7 of Wands energy here. It feels persistent yet defensive at the same time. Let's get another card on that. Yeah, see, 5 of Swords at the bottom. Something feels murky around the Seven of Wands. Can I get another card, please, with man holding a heart? Yeah, King of Swords, which is kind of a king that's a little defensive and can actually be a little persistent. Yeah, Page of Pentacles, Five of Cups making an appearance. I'm not going to put it on the table because the way it came out, but I'm just letting you know it made an appearance. And we still have Five of Swords at the bottom. I feel like this is someone you were dealing with, and maybe still are, but they're emphasizing December, okay? They're really emphasizing December. So while you were getting solid within yourself, I feel like there was some murkiness that was challenging you in your new sense of foundation. In your new foundation. But I want to say it actually helped you to solidify that even more. Yeah, this feels like someone outside of you. This feels like someone outside of you. Again, they're highlighting December over and over and over again. But it allowed you to maintain. It allowed you to solidify and maintain your new sense of self, your new sense of foundation, and self-love for yourself. Okay. Let's move into the receiving that's going on here, Earth signs. Ah! Knocking shit over. Sorry. Hold on. Let me put all these upright. Okay. Didn't mean to do that. Let me get a little sip of coffee. All right. Let's look at you receiving. Beautiful. Strength, Leo energy. This is the balance of self. This is the balance of our primal, human, shadow, primal instincts, animal nature, and our more divine natures and our more wizened, evolved consciousness, right? So this is you being very balanced, feeling very confident, We love it. Feeling good about yourself. Tell me more about woman holding a coin, angel of love. Ooh, Five of Cups. Now, like I said, this week we got some emotions coming up. Cancer, Pisces, all of that's going to bring some stuff up to the surface. I don't feel like you're suppressing. It could be easily read like that, but if anything, I feel like you're finding your balance in your waters, in your emotions this week. The Five of Cups is definitely highlighting some stuff that I'm going to say has been there, but maybe you haven't been hyper aware of it, or you just haven't been paying attention to it. But it's definitely a card of like sad, disappointment, right? Of the cups that are spilled over. But I don't feel you're suppressing it. If anything, with the Strength card, I feel like you are navigating it. Again, finding your balance with it. Tell me about the Five of Cups. Actually, let me get one more card for the woman holding a coin and angel of love. Then I'll look at the Five of Cups. Yeah, victory. Six of Wands. Yeah, I'm not even worried about the Five of Cups for you because it looks like you're navigating it just fine. Six of Wands is a card of victory, triumph, rewards, promotions, being witnessed. If anything, I just feel like you feel very good about acknowledging the Five of Cups and maintaining your own balance in it. We also have Ten of Pentacles. So as far as your own path to your future that you're building and wanting and your legacy and your own foundations, everything looks amazing. Everything looks very good and very solid and like you're headed in the right direction. Can I get a card for the Five of Cups, please? I think that's my fridge. Can I get a card for the Five of Cups for my earth signs? King of Wands. Yeah, this could have been someone that person you were dealing with here. You may have some residual like irritation or emotions about that experience, but like I said, it seems like you're moving over it very quickly and you feel like you're on your right path. You feel very solid within yourself about being on your right path. Tell me, hold on a second. Can I get a card for the Six of Wands? Because Six of Wands, again, can be a card of recognition and being witnessed. Sometimes it comes with being gifted something. And again, I kept feeling like you were receiving. So let me go ahead and see a little bit more about that. Because some of you, what you're receiving is by way of a knowing and intuition about your options. Okay? But some of you, it's very tangible, like from other people. Tell me more about the Six of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles for my earth signs. Oh! Oh! Wait. Wow. Okay. We have Emperor and the Two of Cups. You've already maintained the Empress energy. This is clarifying the victory. This is clarifying the path you're walking towards your future and feeling very solid about it and very clear about it and very good about it, okay? Two of Cups and Emperor implies another individual, all right? And we do have the Three of Swords and the Star. This is some major healing. This is also, especially coinciding, sorry, I keep paying attention to all the noises, especially with the Six of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles, the rewards, the gifts, the victory, and heading in the right direction, the right path. It also feels like for some of you, it's like, again, the proof of your manifestations or your creations, proof of the work you've done. It does feel like a little bit of a wish fulfillment or a gift that replaces pain and discomfort and disappointment. Okay? Honestly, some of you, if this is like purely about relationships, it's almost like you are closing out something with, you know, maybe a soulmate, maybe a karmic energy, and you're getting a true partner, right? So some of you guys, it could absolutely be that. I don't want to get too stuck on that. Either way, you're on your right path and you know it. You won't have any doubts. You won't have any confusions. And it is a result of the work you've done for yourself and maintaining that work, okay, through challenging situations, and particularly something that was difficult in December. And you're just receiving, okay? All right, very nice. Let's move on. Where did those cards go? Okay. And then we got the animals. All right, who's next? I remembered. Air, fire, or water? We're doing air. Okay. Already I'm getting the term puzzles. Like puzzles, riddles. Maybe some of you guys really like that stuff. Maybe you like puzzles and riddles. I don't know. We'll see. Oh my god, air signs. I'm already feeling like all this mental energy with you. Okay. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Any messages for my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Y'all need some howlite. Okay. I have the timestamp, thank you. Y'all need some howlite or something. or something to just ground you out of your mind here, okay? Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, I'm getting stuff about like puzzles, riddles, games. I just heard roll the dice. Some of you guys could play D&D. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Koi fish, there's always enough. Interesting, because that came up for earth signs, like, well, channel-wise, not in the cards. But koi fish, 36 breaking down to a 9. This is a card of prosperity. Again, prosperity is a big theme this week. We have wombat spirit, be at home. 68, what does that break down to? Is that a 5? Breaks down to a 5. And then we have ant spirit, time to collaborate. Ooh, you feel torn. Interesting. Look who showed up on the bottom. Rabbit. That came through in the collective channeling. Just so you guys know if you're using the timestamps, okay? The ant spirit. The ant, like, I blah, blah, blah. And look, little puzzle pieces too. Little puzzle pieces. This used to be my 3 of Pentacles card. Air signs, this energy, I feel like you got anxiety about. Or trying to figure something out. And like every time I tune into it, I just want to like back away from it. I don't like that energy. Hold on, let me get some water. Mm. Even as I'm talking, I'm already feeling that racing energy, like kicking back up here with you. Let's slow shit down, okay? Let's slow shit down. Let's slow it down. Let's pace it out. These two together feels like a comfort zone. You have a comfort zone, you have a safety zone, you have a way of operating that works for you. This feels like something new. My throat's killing me with you. Mm-hmm. This feels like an invitation to leave your comfort zone. Okay? It doesn't have to be so literal. Like, it doesn't have to be like, oh, you've been hermiting, now it's time to be on the outside world. It can be that way. But this just feels like your modus operandi. Just, this is your go-to safety, reassured way of operating, experiencing the world, routines, rules for relationships, things like that. But this is outside of that bubble, that parameter, if you will, whatever this represents for you. It can include other people. It usually does with the ant spirit, because it's like, it's a, right? Ants, bees, they represent collectives, community, and how you deal with each other, how you work together. I don't think you have a playbook for ant spirit. I don't think you have a playbook for whatever this is. And I think that's why you're like, how do I figure this out? How does this fit? How does this work? I don't have experience with this, or I don't have experience with this specific situation or this specific task. I need a manual. Like, these are things that are coming through. Okay, let's get Energy Oracle out here. Okay. Return to dating world. Nope, not ready. I hear that one. I hear that. Any messages or insights from my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We like it. Blossoming abundance. So you're going through some sort of expansion right now. And again, blossoming abundance is just an expansion of some kind where you're feeling more rich in something in your life. Like you have more money, or you have more time, or you have more love, or you have more joy, or you have more health. It feels good. This feels very good. And I do think you're enjoying whatever aplenty you have come across in your life now. Okay? That feels very present. Something's created this for you, though. This recent bounty that you have, again, whether it's time, money, joy, love, something brought this in. They want me to emphasize that, like, it's new. It's new. Something brought this in for you. Okay. Anything else from my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Oh my. Angel of Love. She's probably going to come out for everybody. This also came out for, who do we do? Earth signs? This also came out for Earth signs. Angel of Love is the energy and experience of joy and love within yourself. Doesn't have to be romantic. It can be, but it can also just be love of life, gratitude, etc. Right? It's a really nice energy to have. And then we have the solar plexus coming out here with Archangel Chamuel. 37, which is cyclical energy. So just pointing out the numbers. We have 3, 4, and cyclical. So when I say that, 37 breaks down to 10, which goes to 1 cycles, right? The solar plexus, I feel like, is highlighting what I'm feeling with the ant spirit with you. It's highlighting your confidence, where you're at with your relationship, with your confidence in relation to whatever this is, out of your comfort zone. Okay? Okay? Okay. They said that's all that needs to be mentioned about that. All right. I'm very curious. Especially with the angel of love being here. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot of gratitude there. I'm feeling gratitude for the blossoming abundance. That's what I'm feeling with you. And it's just added a niceness to your life. It's added more comfort. It's added, again, more joy. And then now this emerges for you to navigate. You may be one, I feel like some of you guys are worried about losing this. I don't think you will. Let's get into it. Let's pull cards. Ooh. Maybe you are too comfortable. We'll see. We'll see. Tell me about blossoming abundance. Let's get into that one first for my air signs. Tell me about blossoming abundance for my air signs. Gemini. Oh. 7 of Swords. For blossoming abundance? Oh, is this why puzzles came up? Are you going to make me read a puzzle for you today? Wow. Okay. So 7 of Swords being here is kind of sus. Because 7 of Swords, as we know, can be a card of treachery, deceit, secrecy, trying to get away with something, right? Or keeping something secret or on the down low. Sometimes this can also be a card of tripping ourselves up, sabotaging ourselves because we're trying to head in a good direction, right? It's holding the 5 of Swords while acknowledging the 2. Decision making, right? If anything, I feel down low energy with this. I feel a little bit of trying to keep something hush. Hush, hush. You may not be wanting people to know that you're moving into a period of expansion or that something in your life has started to become really nice or really good. That's mostly what I feel. Like just trying to keep it hush, hush. Because even with koi fish spirit and wombat spirit, there is a comfort, safety that you're enjoying. Okay? And you may just be wanting to keep it that way. It's just not the card I expected. Let's get more out here. And again, I do think that when we get here, okay, we're going to get more information about what this is for you. But I do think you're worried that this may sabotage you. I do feel that. I do. And that 7 of Swords can imply that. But let's get deeper into that. Interesting. My candle just went out. Okay, air signs. What's she up to? Tell me more about blossoming abundance. Why is the 7 of Swords here for blossoming abundance? Am I taking these? Oh, air signs. Okay. You're in your, yeah, you, I feel like you're paranoid about losing this. 7 of Swords, 5 of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the 3 of Pentacles. All clarifying blossoming abundance. I feel like something's going good for you right now, and you're scared you're going to lose it. That's what this looks like to me. Queen of Cups, 5 of Cups, you're feeling stuff, and it's worry, and it's concern, especially with the 7 of Swords being here, but it's all circulating around the 3 of Pentacles, which I told you is actually my card for the Ant Spirit. 3 of Pentacles is building up plans, getting things together, getting things figured out. Could even be a card of working with other people and collaborating and networking, but it's getting a foundation up and off the ground. And with blossoming abundance, this does imply that it's kind of new, and I already knew that for you, but it feels good. But you're already worried it's going to go bad. You're already worried something's not right with it, or it's like something's going to happen. Again, some of you could be trying to keep it on the down low. But yeah, you're already worried here. Okay. It's almost like, ooh, more comfort and more safety. Oh no, what if I lose it? It's kind of got vibes like that. Let's look at Angel of Love. Am I taking this? Yes. Knight of Wands. This is Sag. This is passion. Wild abandon. This is a card of freedom. Okay. It's a card of freedom. That feels good to me here. Are you embracing this energy? I feel like you're a little worried about embracing the Knight of Wands energy. And again, this is clarifying Angel of Love, which I'm feeling mostly just gratitude. Okay. So this could be an energy that is contributing to the blossoming abundance. I feel like it's also tied to the ant spirit. It's almost like the fuel. Yeah, it's like the fuel for the Three of Pentacles. Passion. And you clearly care about this, air signs, because you're coming across as the Queen of Cups. So you care about this new sense of comfort. You care about this new sense of abundance. And you have passion for it. Some of you, again, this is involving another person, just because we have cards that imply collaboration of some kind and building with other people. All right? Or some involvement there. It's the fuel, though. The passion is the fuel. Tell me more about Angel of Love for my air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Wow. Air signs. You're making this harder than it needs to be. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is a lot of work or burdens or stress. This is so bizarre. Air signs. Okay. Obviously, it's not for everybody, but I feel like you've got something relatively new in your life that's added to your sense of comfort and security. You're a Queen of Cups. You got emotions about it. Knight of Wands is here, so you have passion for it. And it feels good, but it's like you're so freaked out you're going to lose it that you're already feeling a little burdened, okay? Burdened and stressed that you're going to lose it. I feel like it does require some more investment on your end to maintain or to even grow further, whatever this new source of abundance and joy and comfort is. And I think that freaks you out too. Almost like how to maintain the fuel. Yeah. Again, I'm like, I know I'm reiterating this a lot, but I just want to be clear. It's new. It feels good. You like it. You care about it. You'd like to expand on it, but you're so freaked out it's going to go bad, and you're so freaked out about the level of investment it's going to require, is what I'm getting here. This is why solar plexus is being highlighted, because this is your level, this is your relationship to your confidence and your belief in yourself, right? About this situation and handling the situation. Can I get a third card for Angel of Love? Oh, Jesus, air signs. Oh, God. You ain't going to make this easy on yourself, are you? We have Seven of Wands. Oh, again, the amount of work and investment here to maintain this and expand on it freaks you out. It makes you feel some kind of way, but you want it. You want it at the same time. Don't sabotage yourself here. Remember, this week, that can happen. With Mercury in the squares for these first few days, that can absolutely happen. This is why you can't get in your head about it. You got to really feel this out. You got to get honest with your soul here this week. Okay. And with the Seven of Swords and the Five of Cups, like your ego is present here. Your insecurities are present. All right. Let's look at the solar plexus. Tell me about the solar plexus. for my air signs. King of Wands, Leo, does rule the solar plexus. And we've all been experiencing something with the solar while Mars has been in Leo. So King of Wands showing up is not shocking to me. This is a king that's very confident. This is a king that knows what they want and will go for it, right? This is you. This is, I want to say, the advice of, excuse me, to get deep within yourself, into your essence, your soul, and your heart, and get very real and honest with yourself about the fact you like this, you want this, it's felt good to you, and that it just is requiring you to start believing in yourself more, that you can handle it and you can expand off of it. Okay. Tell me more about the solar plexus for my air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah. The sun. Joy. Joy and illumination coming through here. Just emphasizing what we already know. Can I get a third and final card for the solar plexus for my air signs? I'm getting sixes all of a sudden. That was interesting. I like sixes just like flashed across my mind's eye. So 666 may be coming up for you. Maybe 6 is important to you numerologically. Tell me about the solar. Death. Oh my. 3 of Cups on the bottom for celebration. Wow. 3 of Cups, 3 of Wands, and Emperor on the bottom. Celebration and you moving into a state of empowerment with this and optimism to look ahead and move forward with it. Excuse me, my throat is like really unhappy with you. Death being here, I mean, this is absolutely, yes, illumination, and I want to say a major transformation in terms of your solar plexus and your confidence, your self-worth, your value, you believing in yourself, you believing you're capable. Some of you, this is a process you're going through with your own masculine energy, which is the aspect of ourselves that we act from to initiate change and to rise to the occasion and handle situations. That's why death is here. That's why death is here. The old ways of operating are not going to work for you here because it requires you to step up in a way that you haven't before and believe in yourself in a way that you haven't before. Excuse me. Recognize this makes you happy. Recognize you have passion for this. Recognize that, yes, it's going to take some investment and it's going to take you getting out of your comfort zone and it's going to take you moving into this place of empowerment within yourself. But you can do it. You can absolutely do it. Okay? It is worth it. It's clearly worth it. All right. Moving on after a sip of water. Jeez. Frog in the throat. All right, fire or water? Water signs, you feel very gentle right now. You feel very quiet. Let's go into water. Let's go into water. Gotta shake off the air sign frog in the throat. Okay. Water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, your energy feels gentle right now. Kind of quiet. So you guys are working with Fae. I'm also getting like white lights. White lights. You could be seeing white lights. You could be working with angelic energies. Or actually fairies. I want to say your energy feels a little sparkly. But because of like the quietness I'm feeling with you, you could be taking some time for you. Some of you guys are taking a lot of time just to commune with nature. Just to even commune with your own energy. But it feels good. It feels good. Any messages or insights from my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. One more. Just hearing people. Anyway, sorry. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I don't know, that shifted the vibe, man. It's like, anyway. Okay, water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Water is so quiet, everyone else is being loud, right? I was like, what the fuck is going on? It's a human outside. It's a human outside. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, interesting. You know, water signs, I almost feel like that was like a little mini message for you. Yeah. Almost like focusing on that light energy, focusing on quiet, maybe even focusing on a little bit of sweetness. You could have some distractions going on right now, or people attempting to distract you. It's a human outside, said the human. You know what I mean? I was emphasizing it's not like a clairaudient thing. It's like it's an actual physical person outside. Anyway. All right, water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Any messages or insights from my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Let's see. We got 3. What do we have? Oh. Okay. 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 Yeah. This is why you may need some quiet time. We got Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself. 57 breaking down to a 3. Wasp Spirit, sometimes life stings. 64, cyclical energy. Yeah, I'm getting like, don't pay attention, don't pay attention, don't pay attention to anything outside of your energy right now. Hummingbird Spirit, be here now. 34, yeah, be here now, presence. 34 breaking down to a 7. Water signs. It's time for you to be very focused on your own energy right now. That's what I'm looking at. And for some of you, also executing your heart's desires. Hold on, choking. I just got this weird energy too when Wasp Spirit came out. Almost like there may be people or a person trying to actually distract you and pull you into some drama. So be mindful about that this week. That's not all of you. You know who you are. But yeah, I'm just getting a like focus, maintain your focus, maintain your focus, maintain your energy. Maintain your focus, maintain your focus, maintain your energy, maintain your energy. That Wasp Spirit to me just feels like disruption. There could be some sort of disappointment that you're processing or some sort of disappointment that happens this week. But with believe in yourself and be here now with Hummingbird and Squirrel, how do I want to say this? It actually could be a blessing. Okay. Almost feels a little towery, not quite like a tower. Yeah, just let it be and don't feed into it is what I want to say. Let it be and don't feed into it. You got other shit you got to focus on, and that other shit is you. That other shit is you and your joy and your energy. I'm hearing your time. Maybe dealing with someone who likes to take your time. Yeah, I just feel weird, intrusive energies there. Oh, this is interesting. Oh God, how do I word this? Some of you, it's old karmic energies. I want to say situations and people you left a long time ago that are re-emerging right now. And I want to say it's actually tied to some of your fears. This is also why it's important not to feed this. Some of you, this is actually like, how do I want to say, your own fears made manifest. Just don't feed it. Don't feed it. Don't pay attention to it. Focus on you. Again, you got other important shit to deal with, and that other important shit is yourself. Okay? Get a little bit of trickster energy too. Yeah, this is funky, water signs. It feels like, again, old energies, old people, old fears that are like pulling on you, trying to distract you. Don't feed it. Just don't feed it. Just don't feed it. Don't feed it. You are in new energy. You're in new cycles, right? Don't feed it. It's old shit anyway. All right. Well, it's old news. It's old shit anyway. All right. Energy Oracle. All right. Squirrel Spirit. Let's look into believe in yourself. Some of you, this might come up just as you're getting started, is what I want to say. Like, just as you may be starting something new or getting more focused on yourself, it's like almost like as you just turn the keys onto the car. It's kind of how it's coming through to me. This energy might come up. It's a distraction. They want me to be very clear about this with you. It is a distraction. It's just a distraction. Don't feed it. Tell me about Squirrel Spirit. Believe in yourself. Even if it's your own fears, okay? Tell me about Squirrel Spirit with believe in yourself. Some of you guys gotta be more... I don't want to say this. Some of you would benefit from, like, blocking people more. Like, digitally is what's coming through. Like, being more aggressive about that. That's interesting. Tell me about Squirrel Spirit. Yeah, Angel of Balance. Maintain your shit, water signs. Maintain your peace, maintain your bubble, maintain your stride is your pace, right? Your stride, your pace. Maintain. Maintain, maintain, maintain. Maintain. Tell me about Wasp Spirit. I don't know. I'm irritated on your behalf here, water signs. Financial constraints. This is totally fear. This is fear. This is distracting scarcity mindset, doubts, insecurities, all of that. Whether it's coming from within yourself and it's pulling on you, almost like an old version pulling on you, so you may experience it that way, or old people literally coming up to distract you. It is old. Do not feed it. Some of you may... So, okay, this is highlighting kind of what I was picking up on in the beginning of the video with like channeling in the astrology, that as stuff comes up for people this week, because everyone's going to have something come up with this square Chiron Lilith energy. Some people may be tempted to go into deep shadow work when it's not necessary. For some people it is, for some people it's not. Water signs, being water signs, you may be very tempted to dive deep into that. Don't. You know who you are and you know what's best for you. Use your own discernment and compass here. But some of you, it does just feel like something you just need to observe and not feed. Okay? Almost want to say don't feed that wolf. All right. One final card. Some of you may have a financial hiccup, but you can handle it. Susie, thank you for the $19.99. Thank you, thank you. If you have a financial hiccup, you can handle it. Believe you can handle it. Can I get a third card for my water signs? That's a lot. Oh. This is nice. Not what I expected at all. Goddess of the Moon. This is High Priestess energy. It's intuition. It is a card of communing with your own compass, your own heart, your own soul, and spirit. Again, very helpful for you. We have the sacral chakra coming out here with Archangel Ariel, 36, breaking down to a 9. And then we have caring connections. So what I like about this is, while caring connections is here, again, I don't feel like physically, yes, go and deal with a lot of people this week. If anything, I think that'll be better for you at the end of the week. If you like are making plans with people, I would schedule things for the end of the week, not in the beginning, just because of the energies that we have right now. But with the High Priestess card being here and Sacral with the caring connections, this is saying to be present and to be aware of what the truth is, of your passions and what feels good and nourishing with the right people. So remember what I was getting before about these old things coming up here, water signs, old people, old fears, old insecurities. They are distractions. And I want to say that there is a big emphasis on old relationships and old fears and pains and wounds from relationships, okay, that may be coming up at this time. Don't feed that wolf. Feed this wolf. This is you being very connected to the truth, okay? The truth of how you really feel around the right people. I keep feeling trickster, man. I can't stop feeling that. Like playing tricks with your mind about relationships is what I'm feeling here. But just stay present and connected to the truth. Again, I don't feel physical connecting with people, but if you decide to do that, end of the week is definitely best energetically. All right, let's get some cards out here. Inspiration. Hold on a second. Inspiration. The right people, but also who inspires you. Who inspires you? Who leaves you feeling revitalized, not depleted. Who leaves you feeling revitalized, not depleted. Yeah, water signs, it's weird. It feels like some old boogeyman is like trying to come back from the dead for you. Like, that's what it seems like. All right, let's look at Squirrel with Angel of Balance. I gotta call a spade a spade. A lot of you, this feels like psychological, spiritual, like warfare, doubts, insecurity stuff, okay? It feels very psychological to me. It doesn't feel like there's any actual threat in your physical reality. It just feels very psychological and emotional, hence spiritual. We're on water signs. Talking about Squirrel and Angel of Balance for my water signs. Beautiful. Love it. So we're clarifying Angel of Balance for you. This is you maintaining, okay? Maintaining focus, truth, clarity, even the connection that you have with your soul, with your heart, with spirit, with your truth, all of that. This is also King of Cups is Scorpio. It is a water sign card. This is you maintaining your truth and your shit, okay? Staying very crystal clear. That's how it should be. Can I get one more for Angel of Balance? Ooh, yeah, yes, I like it. Staying very crystal clear about your truth, your feelings, and your passions, and what you want. And what you want to enjoy, and especially what you want to pursue. Again, I keep getting this feeling like you're just getting started on something, or something has just begun, and it's in the realm of something that you want, or something that requires your attention, your effort, investment, but your heart and your passion are involved in it, and also your mind, right? Which is just the clarity aspect. And just as this gets started, I feel like weird old boogeymen come out of the closet is how it looks like. So this feels really good. Maintain this, maintain this, maintain this, maintain this, because it feels like it's really nourishing you and it's feeding you. Okay. Let's look at the boogeyman. Tell me about the wasp and financial constraints. Tell me about the boogeyman coming up here for water signs. Seven of Swords tried to come out. Okay. Okay. Six of Swords. I'm liking this. This is Aquarian energy. This is moving from point A to point B. This is a card of peace. This is a card of ease. It's a card of forgiveness. It's a card of letting go. It's a card of transition. Again, I feel like whatever is beginning for you, it feeds you. It inspires you. It nourishes you. You are very focused on it, and you seem very clear within yourself. It's a great place to be, water signs. And I feel like the Six of Swords coming out here for financial constraints is also highlighting the newness of this. That this is something that you are just starting to experience. Almost like you're just, that's what it is, man. It's like you're just putting your foot on new shores, is how it wants to be said. You're just landing your boat, your feet onto new territory, new lands, new shores, symbolically here. Okay, new experiences, maybe even new reality. And you are leaving behind an old one. The boogeyman of the old, that is what is going to try to come up to snatch you back. Okay? Metaphorically speaking. Tell me more about wasp and financial constraints. Okay. Three of Pentacles, also emphasizing the new. I believe, was it air signs had Three of Pentacles? I think air signs had Three of Pentacles. Six of Swords and Three of Pentacles. This is you touching those new lands, new reality, new experiences, new version of you. The newness, right? Ready to expand on it with the Three of Pentacles. Ready to expand. Can I get one more? And here comes the doubts. Four of Cups. Four of Cups can be meditation. It can be emotional neutral, like examining, taking stock of things before you act, but you've already acted. You've already begun to move. So this card to me is highlighting doubts. This is looking at old cups. Don't do that. Don't do that, water signs. Don't do it. I'm gonna get one more. Oh, the cards are jumping. Eight of Swords tried to come out. Tell me more about financial constraints and wasp. Yeah, look forward. Three of Wands. Just look forward. Look forward. Do not look back. Do not look back. Nothing but boogeyman back there. Ain't nothing for you back there. Just look forward. Okay? Look to where you're walking. Right? If you're walking on a trail or on the street, what are you doing? You're looking forward. You're not looking back behind you. You're not like, what's there? What's behind there? What's over my shoulder? No. That's doubt. It's the boogeyman of doubt. Don't do it. Just really want to be clear with you. All right. Let's look at this. This is just so beautiful. With the High Priestess, Goddess of the Moon, with the sacral chakra and caring connections. This is you being very clear and recognizing the right people that nourish you and revitalize you and inspire you. Okay? The other thing too, water signs, I'm getting this as well. If you maintain your focus on looking forward, being present, but keeping your eyes forward, it'll be very clear to you who's not doing that around you, right? It could be easy for you to fall into this week, but same for people around you. That is also going to help you to discern the people that are in the same state as you and people who are, again, nourishing, revitalizing instead of fearful and depleting. Okay? Tell me about Goddess of the Moon, sacral and caring connections for water signs. Oh. Okay. Wow. Just wow. Ace of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Star. The Tower can be like, and I kind of got a little flavor of the Tower on Wasp, but I didn't feel it really strongly. The Tower can be just sudden change, but it can also be an epiphany. I think for a lot of you, this is going to be more of an epiphany than anything. But the Ace of Pentacles does kind of scream tangible, physical newness, which again, you got a lot of new going on here. You're touching new shores, so to speak. So this Tower with Ace of Pentacles, it could be somebody making an offer to you of some kind, or a pathway being made obvious to you, whether it's just because you're getting it by clarity of mind, by your own revelation, right? Or a download, or again, someone gifting something to you. But it can only really come through if you're staying present, is what I'm gathering. Like, if you fall into that, I'm wondering if the Ace of Pentacles will even show up. It needs to be received as you are touching these new shores or approaching these new shores. So stay present, stay focused, stay looking forward, and don't get distracted right now. The Star card, this is wish fulfillment. Star card is also like a North Node energy for me personally, which again, we have a lot of that going on, but this is putting you in the forward direction towards wish fulfillment. But some of you, it's also very healing. But I keep getting, it's like, it's only happening by being present and not feeding old things, old timelines, old energies. Can I get one more? Look. King of Wands and the Ten of Cups, and we had Page of Pentacles right underneath that. Star, Ten of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. It's happy, happy, joy, joy time. It's waking up and really loving your life, or really finding a lot of joy in your life, but it is through presence. It is through presence. The King of Wands is also confidence. It's also passion. For some people, if this is about a relationship, right? There's happiness tied to that. And the Page of Pentacles also implies trust. Also implies for some of you there may be like some sort of new skill that's tied to this, or new sense of study. But the Page of Pentacles holds the pentacle, right? Examines the pentacle, acts with the pentacle, expands off the pentacle. So water signs, it looks like there's a lot of great stuff happening for you on these new shores. You just gotta maintain your focus and keep your feet on the ground and keep looking forward, and do not entertain the boogeyman of the past. Just don't do it. Not worth it. Okay? All right. Let's see here. Last but not least, fire. I don't think fire ever goes last, honestly. So many noises right now. That's Clyde. I was like, who is making noise? The Clydester. Hi, buddy. Aw, did you have a good nap? I bet you did. Okay. Fire signs. What? I bet he wants food. It's usually what it is. All right, Aries, Leo, Sag. Only make sure the actual chat is like going. There we go. Aries, Leo, Sag. Any messages or insights for my fire signs? Excuse me, Aries, Leo, Sag. So you guys could be working with Ganesh. I just got Rhino. Rhino is not necessarily Ganesh. Ganesh is elephant, but it's that same energy. Like Rhino is like deals with obstacles and blockages, right? Ganesh removes obstacles and blockages. Aries, Leo, Sag. Any messages or insights for my fire signs? Hold on, let me get this card out first. Give with great gratitude and grace. Turkey spirit, 61 breaking down to a 7. I just have this visual of like breaking down a stone wall and then picking up the stones and then rebuilding a wall. So some of you could be, you know, taking the remnants of something, or taking something that is left over from a dismantling or something that you're done with, and building something new, right? For example, if you leave your job and you get severance, then you're taking that severance and investing in your future, right? So that's an example. That's one way to look at that. Again, there's so much pulling on the old happening this week. I just hope you're not rebuilding your new on old foundations that don't serve you, that you got rid of for a reason. I hope that's not what it is. All right, but that was an interesting visual that came through. Just wanted to share. But with Turkey Spirit, give with gratitude and grace. This also kind of speaks of presence, but it also says to be generous. It's a card of saying, hey, like, be present with people and be open and be vulnerable and be generous. It's a bit of a Six of Pentacles energy. Interesting. Can I get another card for my fire signs? Can I get another card for my fire signs? Yeah, it's got like this flavor of being of service. Fire signs. And humility. Modesty. You got two more. Oh, interesting. So water signs also had hummingbird. Be here now. Another card of presence. And 2 sevens, by the way. 61 and 34. Oh, shit. And another 7 with owl. 43, which is a mirror number to the hummingbird. 34 and 43. You see clearly now. Fire signs. Your reading is going to be very intriguing. 777. Fire signs. Sevens could obviously be significant for you, okay? But I'm getting a Six of Pentacles energy. I'm getting a call to be more modest, to have more humility, more generosity. Don't know if I said presence, but to be more present. That wall, that stone wall, that is an interesting visual. With owl spirit, with you see clearly now, I want to say you're seeing the right way, the ethical way of doing something or going about something, building something even. That's how it's looking to me. You're seeing the ethical way, the proper way, the sustainable way. Maybe that Stonewall visual will come back. There's something about that. There's something about that. But there is a big generous giving here, or again, being of service here. All right, let's do Energy Oracle. My self-affirmation was, I see clearly now. Lots of birds. Yeah, right? All birds. All birds. And very different birds. Very, very, very different birds. Any messages or insights for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. Some of you, this is about making amends. The Six of Pentacles, I can't shake the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is generosity and reciprocity and balance, right? It's also a card of aid and help and support. Some of you are making amends. Some of you are just giving a helping hand. Some of you are just helping to restore balance and harmony of some kind. Because you see now. You see that that's the way. That's what needs to be done. You're seeing how balance can be restored, how help can be given, how support can be given. It's all about giving in order to get balance or to achieve balance or restore balance. Financial constraints has come out. You may have something going on with water signs, not necessarily, but they also have this card. But financial constraints, which is kind of like the Five of Pentacles for me as a reader. And what's after the 5 is the 6, right? This is indicating some sort of lack or struggle or imbalance. And this is all about you restoring balance or gifting balance. So you're seeing where there's a lack or a void that you can mend within your own life, for another person, maybe in a group of people. Tell me more for fire signs. Seeing. Archangel Metatron with the third eye, the Ajna coming through here. That is intuition, that's psychic abilities, but it is also a card of seeing, right? With Owl Spirit, that's like, they're basically kindred cards. emphasizing the same energy. You're the only one to get owl, by the way. So again, you see the imbalance, you see the lack, you see the void, and you know how to balance it. Also, 4s may be significant. So you had 3 7s, and now you have 2 4s. Fire signs. Who am I reading for? 7 7 7 and 4 4. Can I get a third and final card for my fire signs? Am I taking this? No. Can I get a third and final card for my fire signs? Ooh. Whoa, didn't expect that. Attachment. 5 of Cups. So we have 2 cards that equate to 5s for me, energetically in tarot. 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. And all circulating around your ability to see what's not right here. What's imbalanced, what's unhealthy, what's taking, I'm hearing thieving, and how to fix it. How to fix it. Some of you may be recognizing that you've been operating from a place of lack and yearning and attachments. Expectations is the word that's coming through, and you're like, oh, I need to fix this about myself. But again, you could also be just seeing this out in the world or in relationships or people around you, and you just know how to fix it. All right, let's get into it. Tell me about financial constraints for my fire signs. Tell me about financial constraints for my fire signs. Eight of Cups with financial constraints. Okay. Interesting. So this is good. This is positive. This is Saturn Pisces. 8 of Cups always goes to the 10. 8 of Cups is about leaving things behind. Okay? You have the ability to do this. 8 of Cups also speaks to detachment, and we have attachment on the board. So I'm kind of getting the feeling this is more an 8 of Cups in reverse, which is trying to move on, trying to evolve emotionally, trying to detach, and having a hard time doing so. But with the fact that it's out here says it's possible, right? So I just wanted to emphasize that. There could be a lot of codependency going on here, fire signs, in your reading or in your situation. But letting go. Letting go. Letting go is key. Letting go is key. I keep getting expectations with you. And again, this could all be you seeing this about yourself or other people. I keep getting other people for a lot of you, so just take it as it resonates, okay? But for the sake of not confusing anybody, I'm just going to keep rolling it as if it's you, all right? Yeah, I keep getting expectations. You've been holding on, fire signs, to expectations, and all it's been doing has been keeping you stuck. Keeping you stuck and keeping you doubtful. Sometimes we need to recognize when something doesn't work anymore, okay? Because it doesn't nourish us, or we've changed, or something has changed about it to where, yeah, it's run its course. That's what I'm getting. Holding on to something that doesn't have any life anymore is what I'm gathering. And expectations seem to be a big part of it. Tell me more about financial constraints. Oh. High Priestess and the 3 of Swords. Whatever it is you've been attaching to with your expectations, I want to say it's actually been hurting you on a soul level. Like, your soul's been hurting. Your soul's been restricted. Your soul's been like, what the fuck are we doing? If this is like a work situation, for example, or a relationship, it's like your soul has been saying, this is not right. And has been screaming at you, this is not right. Yeah, deep down you've known. Yeah, deep down you've known. The Three of Swords is a intense level of discomfort on a soul level with the High Priestess here. If this is a relationship, it's one you have not been happy in. Yeah, if this is a relationship, you've been very quiet about how unhappy you are in it. But you've been attached to it. It's because of expectations. It's because of expectations. All right, let's look at the Ajna. Let's look at the third eye. Magician. Come here. Love it, because this is you seeing your own ability to deal with this, your own ability to transmute this, to put this right. Okay. Now, I also want to make this clear. While I'm reading this for you on a personal level, some of you could be witnessing in people around you, or even like sensitive groups that are really struggling and are in a bad way and they don't know how to get out of their situation. And you could potentially be seeing how you can help them. So like there's a little bit of like charity, nonprofit, social justice stuff going on here for some of you, and it's not exactly personal. So take it as it resonates. Some of you it's personal, some of you it's big picture, more collective things. Okay. All right. But anyway, you see that you have the control and the ability to deal with your own situation or to deal with this imbalance. Tell me more about the third eye for my fire signs. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is fear and trappings of the mind and illusions. Eight of Swords can really block our vision. Eight of Swords can really block our ability to see the truth. And again, I feel like you have been either in denial about this, or you haven't wanted to own up to this, you haven't wanted to see this, or something has prevented you from seeing the truth of the imbalance here and what has happened with you not letting go and the disservice it's been doing for you. Okay? But you're breaking out of that. You can break out of that. Can I get a third card for the third eye? For my fire signs? Whoa. Hierophant attached to the Eight of Swords. So again, I was getting that like you've been staying in this because of expectations. For some of you, those expectations are rooted in your beliefs and your own narratives and rigid and not yielding on it. Some of you, this is actually partly a commitment or some sort of contract, like a marriage or business agreement or a job or something like that, that you've been tied to. And because of your expectation of responsibility or your expectation of what you signed up for, what you agreed to, or what you believe in, you've just been staying in it. You've just been staying in it. And it's like, no, you have the ability to fix this. It's not right. You feel it in your soul that this is not right for you. The Eight of Swords and the Three of Swords, there's a Five of Swords energy here. Your soul is screaming at you, this is not right. Okay? But you have to be willing to see that. You have to be willing to admit that something's not right. And once you admit something's not right, you actually can do something about it. And I feel like that's sometimes the biggest hurdle for us, right? Is just admitting there's a problem. I know, so classic and so cheesy and so, but it's true, right? It's true. You can't fix anything if you don't admit there's a problem, right? Let's look at attachment. Tell me about attachment for my fire signs. Yeah, it just feels like being chained to restrictive beliefs, outdated beliefs, obligations, like again, things that just don't align with you. Queen of Swords, this is discernment. Also gonna be a card of communication. It is the minor to the major high priestess for me, which again, you already have here with financial constraints. So a little bit of as above, so below. Your soul's been screaming it at you, and this is you coming into the physical with this knowing, okay? Tell me more about attachment. Not taking those. Whoa. Lovers. Some of this is a big life choice here, okay? So like I said, your soul's been telling you, somewhere deep down inside of the crevice of you, you've known it. This is you in the physical actually receiving that knowing. And the Lovers is Gemini energy. A lot of air going on. There's a lot of air in your reading. We have Gemini, we have Libra. Actually, just Gemini and Libra right now. But anyway, receiving this knowing. The Lovers can be about a spiritually guided relationship, but it's also about alignment and it's about choices. And when it's about a choice, it's about a big life choice. Okay? Your alignment to your sense of self is right here in the cards. Okay? But you being willing to see the truth and recognize you have the control to bring balance to yourself and alignment to the situation is key. That you can almost, let's say, cut yourself free even. Cut yourself free from this restriction. Cut yourself free from these obligations, from these narratives, from these expectations. We have to be willing to do it. I know it's scary. I know. But you got to be willing to do it. Okay? And like I said, for some of you, this is just you recognizing the restriction and the pain and the harm that's caused by distorted Hierophant energy in society and you wanting to do something about that for people who are victims of that. I am seeing that. But with Hierophant, Lovers, and the Queen of Swords being here, some of this is about getting out of a marriage or getting out of some sort of contract you have with another person. All right, final card for attachment for my fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. I feel some of you have also been staying in this because of your ego. I'm getting that too. Like your ego hasn't wanted to like call it quits or like wave the white flag. Can I get a third and final card for attachment for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag. Oh! What a beautiful way to end a reading. You have the power to put things right, set yourself free. Some of you set other people free. And look what the result is. That's pretty damn beautiful, I gotta say. The Sun, Leo, Ace of Cups, and the Fool, which is Aries. Talk about a new beginning. A new beginning with no attachments at all. No luggage, no shackles, no chains. Just free. Enjoy and illumination. Heart is free. Following your heart, following your soul, following your truth. Into joy and freedom. That's amazing. That is amazing. You just got to be willing. You just have to be willing, fire signs. Very nice. Very nice way to end the weekly today. At 2:22, no less. All right, guys. I'm going to go. I must depart. I thank you for hanging out with me today, and thank you for everybody who sent super chats as well. I hope you guys have an amazing week. You will see me later in the week at some point. Patrons, y'all know you will be seeing me later this week. And I love you guys. Pace, don't race, and take care. Bye.